Can an onion tell you if you're pregnant or not?
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
Throughout existence, humans have been interested if they were with child.
Yes.
But humans have not always had the wherewithal, technologically, medically, emotionally, whatever it is, to be able to tell, the resources, to be able to tell at an early phase if person is pregnant.
And Nicole is with us today.
She's our resident, I was pregnant and now I'm an expert at it person.
That's right, I am an expert.
Now, did you use the traditional way of finding out if you're pregnant? Like you went to the CVS and got a pregnancy test?
Yeah, I peed on a stick. Not like a branch, but like a pregnancy test stick, I guess, yeah.
But maybe you can pee on a regular stick. Maybe that's what they used to do. That's maybe where we got it from.
Well, I'll tell you guys about the first way I have here. It's known as the wheat and barley test. 3,500 years ago in ancient Egypt, if someone thought they were pregnant, they were told to wrap wheat and barley in cloth and pee on it for several days.
Several days?
If barley seed sprouted, it meant she was pregnant with a boy. If the wheat sprouted, then it meant it was a girl. If neither sprouted, then she was not pregnant.
So this is probably not gonna work very well. I mean,
what makes you say that?
Are any of these going to be as reliable as modern methods?
Sure, right? All of them. I wonder where you keep that thing. I mean, once you start peeing on something,
yeah,
you got to find a place to put it. I know you don't put it under your bed.
Oh, here's your. Oh, I see you got a new pillow. Oh no. Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's my pregnancy.
What would you call a stash of barley and wheat?
Bushel.
A bushel. That's my pregnancy bushel.
Don't touch it.
I saw this done on The Great. Have you guys ever seen the show The Great with Elle Fanning?
I am familiar with it. I have not watched it.
Great show.
That's why they call it that.
And did they sprout on that one?
I think there was sprouting, yeah.
Was it right?
Because that's based on an idea that the thing that makes the boy have the ability to make the pregnancy happen can also make plants grow?
No, the father's peeing on it?
No. So the mother is peeing on it.
Yeah.
But if it sprouts stuff, then it's a boy.
No.
Because there's seeds, right?
Weren't you listening? The whole point of what she said.
One is barley, one is wheat.
Yeah, and whichever one is the gender.
And the barley is for boy.
B for barley and B for boy, yes.
But it was hieroglyphic.
Yeah. And wheat for woman.
Wheat for women.
Yeah, that's it.
The marvel of this is that they were onto something with the pee test.
They knew it was in the pee. It had to be.
Yeah, it had to be because of how babies are made.
So you got to do that for thousands of years.
Into the woman.
I used to think that's how it worked. I was like, why would I want to do that?
I always knew you had an Egyptian mindset.
Yes. Okay, so we don't think this one works. Is that what we're going to do?
I'm going to pass.
We're just chatting.
I'm passing on that one.
Okay, let's hear another one.
This is known as the onion test. Hippocrates claimed a person could test for pregnancy by leaving an onion in their vagina overnight. If their breath smelled of onion the next day, it meant that they weren't pregnant.
Their breath?
But if their breath did smell of onion the next day, it meant she was pregnant because an embryo had blocked the onion scent from reaching her mouth.
What if her husband's breath smelled like onion the next day?
This practice was also widespread in France up until the 1700s, using garlic instead of onions.
Oh, God. Oh, here's a baby.
Yep, it's the right shape.
So if you're can fit into this.
Into that. No, that goes in.
I'm talking about yours.
Has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Oh, I understand.
This is also probably doesn't work, the onion test.
I think it might create other problems. You just don't want to start putting food up there, especially if it's fried first. Right, Nicole?
As a
still there?
medical doctor, yes, I agree.
I don't picture these as being fried though.
I'm just saying.
I am
know
picturing
that
it, though.
It was probably a sliver of onion. I'm guessing it was a sliver.
Oh, is this a sliver?
I'm guessing it's a sliver, not like an onion cup, you know?
it might have been in like a bulb.
I was thinking it was
A
kind
whole
of
onion bulb? I think
a
not.
little onion.
Like a pearl onion.
The little onion that could go inside a vagina to see if a woman is pregnant. My
a
favorite children's
cipollini,
book.
if you will.
Oh, well,
You ever heard of a pearl necklace?
I'm not going to participate in this conversation.
Isn't that a ZZ Top song?
Well, just because ZZ sang about it doesn't mean it's okay for our audience.
Okay. I think they're okay with it.
Okay, so what are we going to do with this information? I don't know how I feel about onions now.
Don't put food in your orifices.
But what about,
But there are exceptions, and Rhett's going to talk about them right now.
I mean, a cucumber, right?
Well, is it fried?
No, it's not fried.
It'll break off in there.
Not a good sturdy one that's not too ripe.
The latch test is a pregnancy testing method held by women in the 1400s. A woman would pee in a basin and then put a latch in it and leave it in the urine for 3 or 4 hours.
What is a latch?
I have no idea.
Like a brass latch you put on a wooden door.
Oh.
And if it opened
you.
up, something happened?
Well, keep reading, Nicole.
Then they throw the urine away and remove the latch. If you see the impression of the latch on the basin bottom, the woman was declared pregnant. If not, she was not declared pregnant.
Okay,
like metallurgy.
We might be on to something here. Because at least there's something in the chemistry of the pee that is maybe causing an oxidative response.
Okay.
Which, I mean, how does that thing turn blue at CVS? I don't know. Maybe the same thing.
I believe it's a hormone called the HCG hormone, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm
You
just
do know a lot about
spitballing here.
this. You do know a lot.
Well, she's spitballing.
But I'm going to believe it's true.
Did you do a second one when the first one came back pause?
I did like 6, just to be sure.
You have that much pee?
No, I did like 6 in a day.
You just like lined them up and you're like,
Exactly.
good for you.
So this is the first one we think might work for all the people, the doctors watching.
A latch, like a hinge.
Because this one makes sense to us. We understand this one. Do you remember how you found out Christy was
I
pregnant?
was just thinking that. I'm pretty sure that she came out of the bathroom holding the thing, but I knew she was going in there to
baby?
pee on it.
No, the onion.
The onion.
Yeah. We definitely use the onion at my house.
She peed and she came out and she showed it to me and I was out there waiting. I don't think she wanted me to watch her.
Because
pee
she
on it.
thought that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And so then she
We were
tested.
trying.
So were we.
Do you remember?
No. But I'm sure it was beautiful.
It was a beautiful moment that you shared and
Or, we probably should have videoed it. Didn't video a lot back then.
video.
We didn't have cameras that could make video, except ones that you put on your shoulder, essentially. So we missed a lot.
I'm trying to
Missed
think
the whole
of-
first 2 or 3 years of my child's life trying to figure out a way to just put them on video.
I mean, I started buying all those little video cameras that were small.
We had a video camera, this Sony something, that was a point and click, but it could do video. But it did it in some proprietary video format that every video of Locke when he was first born has been completely lost because
to technology.
it was
Obsolescence.
because it was I could never convert the file and then it just went away and also it happened where it was like backing up in iCloud
Yeah, it's gone.
in the photo library and then it just has JPEGs. So I have like the first frame of a bunch of videos of Locke when he was like a baby.
We
I
are
was like,
the-
well, I can imagine what that was like if it was in full frame.
Our children
24
were
frames.
born in the lost digital generation.
Our kids were born in that time when everything was shifting and now if you're born like you probably have too much footage of yourself.
Yeah, Nicole,
You know?
are you doing anything to put like an upper limit on the number of pictures that you're taking of this baby of yours or video? Because you need to, there's data management.
Yeah.
There's no limit. on photo and video, but one thing I am doing to preserve like the memory of her is a baby book. So I bought a baby like when her first tooth sprouted, the first time she sat up. I haven't like filled it out or anything, but
You
I
got
have
it.
You actually
I got
have to
it.
fill it out.
Yeah.
You know the best way to curtail the amount of photos and videos you take of your child? Have another one.
I don't know.
Have another one.
I have
another
no
one.
idea. I'm just taking them every single day.
Just
Yeah,
keep popping
you'll
them
take
out.
less of the second one.
They just keep having more children.
And then if you have a third one,
They'll
there's-
get less
There's
special.
no evidence of a third child.
Yes,
They don't even know they exist.
right. And if you have them too close together, there's no evidence of the middle
You're
child, which is
right.
more of how it should be. That's how it
Shout out
is
to all
for
the
us.
middle children. The drink test. You guys ready for this one?
Yes.
This method was found in a medical recipes manuscript from the 1600s and claimed to diagnose a pregnancy only 3 weeks after conception. The method consisted of observing a person as they went to sleep after drinking a mix of honey, water, and red wine. If they laid their hand over their belly button immediately upon falling asleep, then it meant that they were pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't drink wine if you think you're pregnant. In large quantities.
They didn't know that.
Seems like this is squirrely because subconsciously, you if you know you're being watched when you go to sleep, to know
That's
if you're
enough
gonna
to make you uncomfortable.
and put your hand on your belly. I don't know.
But maybe
I don't like this.
there's a chance that it could work.
Doesn't involve pee. I don't
Because
like
if you drank this mixture and then you felt a little unwell because of being pregnant and you like put your hand on your belly, it's like, oh, yes, we gave them this thing to see if they would have an unsettled stomach. So maybe it had like a 1 in 10 chance of working. They just didn't know anything.
the thing that
You know, thank you, CVS.
when my kids were coming out, the thing that the conversation was around, there was a lot of wives' tales around, is it going to be a boy or a girl? And I remember fielding all types of techniques, like just like hold this thing, and if it waggles left and right, it's a boy, and if it waggles up and down, it's a girl. I remember this was a topic of conversation.
What were you holding?
I don't remember the details because I didn't believe in any of that crap. But does that still happen?
Yeah,
yeah.
like this, you put a ring on a string and you see if it moves a certain way.
Yeah, that's not real, probably.
Cravings is another one. It's like if you're craving salty foods, it's a
But
boy.
there are
Sour foods.
people
Yeah.
who are very intuitive, who have like a higher than, just like
50%
50%
success rate?
success rate at guessing whether or not somebody has a boy or a girl.
Odds are someone's going to have a higher.
No, but but what are they relying on? They're relying on some sort of intuition that it probably maps to something that's real, that is like observable. They may not even be able to articulate it.
Like body scent, like something
it could
hormonal
be
is coming out.
boy smell versus girl smell. It could be. They say that the way that the baby sits in the womb can have some, because a boy baby can't cross its legs.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. There's some people have some ability. I wouldn't be surprised that there's something going on there, but I don't think it's psychic. I think it's intuitive.
I would be surprised. Next.
The ribbon test. Another test from the 1600s consisted of a physician saturating a ribbon in a person's urine, letting it dry, and then setting it on fire in front of the person. If the smell of the burning fabric made them nauseous, it meant that they were pregnant.
What? And if they loved it, what?
They were a freak.
Twins.
I love the smell of my own burning urine. Ooh, yeah.
You ever peed on a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I peed on a fire to put it out one time.
Well, that's why you're peeing on it. Why do you think I was peeing on it?
Why? I don't know.
To put
Were
it
you
out.
in imminent danger when you peed on it? Like, was the fire getting too cray-cray?
No.
Were you
it
going
was-
to bed? Were you going to bed?
I was going. It was a
was going to
fire.
bed and I was drunk.
leaving camp, and you've got your fire, and you're like you don't want to use all your water, but you got some water in you, And so you pee on it a little bit, you know? So
I was
Me
in the-
pee on fire.
Smokey the Bear situation.
I was in the backyard at the Creative House.
You peed on that
Nice.
fire pit thing?
No.
You pee everywhere, man.
I didn't. I was.
It's not as bad as you think it is. The smell of burning pee. It really isn't.
Burning flesh, however,
Burning hair is also bad.
that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. You got another?
Last one, the rabbit test. In the
This one's real.
1920s, German scientists determined that there was a specific hormone present in the urine of pregnant people. Human, I don't know how to say this word, chorionic?
That sounds right.
I don't know, HCG. I think that's what I said before. Due to this hormone, a pregnancy test was developed in which a person's urine would be injected into a sexually immature rabbit over the course of a few days. If the injection excited the animal's ovaries and made them ovulate, then it meant the person was pregnant.
So they used to sell rabbits at CVS? Well, that was a whole deal. You would have used 6 of them, Nicole.
So
Aw,
you would
poor bunnies.
you'd pee in a rabbit for multiple days?
Well, you don't pee in it. You pee and then you inject it into the
You inject pee into a rabbit for multiple days? And if it gets frisky?
Yeah.
if it ovulates.
How do
Okay.
you know if a rabbit's ovulating?
Well, I don't know. If you've gotten that far, you probably figure it out, you know? Well, I gotta say this probably works, but I don't recommend it. You know?
If it's a sexually immature rabbit, it seems like if you weren't pregnant, it would make it ovulate. No, it would. It doesn't matter.
You don't know the science.
Because why would the hormone that when you are pregnant make someone who isn't pregnant? That's a rabbit. What?
We don't really understand.
Nicole, you shouldn't have told me this.
You ever seen a
I
rabbit?
like when you furrow your brow in confusion.
You ever seen a rabbit pee on a fire?
No, but I did see a rabbit this morning. It was just there.
Oh, just on the roadside.
It was in the meadow.
Oh, during your walk.
Yeah, yep.
Did he scamper away?
Yep, saw a couple of deer as well.
He had quite a wild morning.
Oh, yeah.
Check out throwback episodes of Good Mythical Morning every Thursday on Mythical 24/7, now streaming on Roku, Amazon Prime, Vizio, and more. Learn where to watch at mythical.com/24-7.